friends. Hope you're doing well. So, I am committed to this, trying to make a video every single day this month, and it is 11:15. I just got off the ice. I just got home from playing hockey. I feel like I did pretty good on the ice, because on Tuesdays I skate with these people that are just way better at hockey than I am, because some of them played with juniors, which is just below professional hockey. I think one guy did play in a different country, and they paid him money to do it. So I'm not one of the better players, but I skate. I try very hard, and I try to be good. I try to be a good cheerleader. So I'm very tired, but I'm here. I'm committed. I'm showing up every day, and I hope I'm inspiring you to show up every day. And this is going to be a note, and maybe I've said this before, but it is something that I think is the most important thing when it comes to setting goals and actually achieving your goals. There's a couple things, but the number one thing that has been the most helpful thing in my entire life is anything worth doing is worth half-assing. And what I mean by that is, if it is worth doing at all, it is worth doing a shitty version of that over doing nothing. And that is something that changed my life in a lot of ways. In that, I don't know if apparently it's an ADHD thing or an autism thing, that people are all or nothing high achievers, which that sounds a lot like me. And so when I read that, I was like, But, someone told me that, and it seems so obvious, but it's it had never occurred to me that the idea of brushing your teeth for 15 seconds is better than not brushing your teeth at all, and walking the dog, for around the building, even that, and doing one dish. And it also extends out the idea that the dishwasher does not need to be full for you to run it. The laundry does not need to be full for you to run it. You can do suboptimal things. You do suboptimal things all the fucking time. Think about how you drive to work. Statistically, there is a more gas efficient way than the way you go, probably, but there's a reason you go the way you go. Search on Google Maps and then go fuel efficiency route. There's a setting for that now. You probably don't take that route. You might, but every time I've looked at it, I'm it's just a weird route that I'm that's a dumb route because I'm so smart at driving. But there's so many things you do all day, every day that are suboptimal. And so if it's something worth doing, why can't you do a suboptimal version of it? And obviously you don't have to beat yourself up over not doing anything. Some days you just don't get shit done, and that's fine. But next time you think there's so many dishes to do, to set a timer for 30 fucking seconds, put the dishes in the dishwasher, and hit go. And that's it. That's all you need to do. And I see if that doesn't make your life just a tiny bit better, and along with that, you have the Seinfeld method, which is, Seinfeld just took the whole year and he puts it on one page, and then he just makes an X every time he does the thing, which is, for him, is writing jokes, but for you could be something different. And you just make the X, and then soon you'll have a chain. And once you have that chain, the goal is just not to break the chain, and it becomes kind of motivating of I can't break the chain, especially if I can do the shittiest version of this and still get my points. Because at the end of the day, those little bit, it adds up so much bigger than you think. I read some research recently that suggested that you get, so I'm pulling numbers out of my ass here, but this is a rough estimate. It was something 30 to 40% of muscle growth from just 2 sets per muscle group per week. And when you think about the types of compound exercises you could do, a deadlift, hits, I don't fucking know, I'm not a physical therapist or scientist or anything like that. It is a lot of muscles though, just doing a deadlift. So there's probably a system of 4 exercises you can do. You push, a pull, a hinge movement, and a squat. If you do one of each of those 4 that are compound in nature, you do that once a week for 2 sets, and you're gonna be growing muscle, or at the very least maintaining it pretty well. So yeah, and that again, you look at the dishwasher. You can run the dishwasher. Also, if you're gonna be one of those people that's like, oh, the dishwasher, you can't run it because it's bad for because it actually running the dishwasher once is way less than washing like half as many dishes by hand. I learned that too in a book I just finished reading about. It's a book about cleaning, for neurodivergent people. Where it's like, and it's like, here's the stats on it, and I was like, that's interesting. I didn't know that dishwashers are super efficient. Especially if you have one that says like efficient, like it was something like 3 gallons to run the dishwasher versus like 20 gallons to hand wash the same amount of dishes, which is just wild to think about. So anyway, show up, do the half-ass, it's the American way, according to The Simpsons. Do a half-ass job. And this is my video today, half-ass job, only 6 minutes. There's your little nugget. I hope you're doing well, and if not, I hope that turns around for you. And if you want it to turn around, show up and do the shittiest version and do it every single day. And if you do more than the shittiest version, mazel tov. I don't know why I said mazel tov, but that's what came out, so mazel tov. It's fun to say mazel tov. Mazel tov. Listen, really, I need to go say mazel tov more often. It's fun. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and if not, shitty versions will get it done.